Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of the Gig Status Report. This is your host, Michaux, and I am also the host of the H Word on Spotify, so check that out. Spotify, Apple, Google, wherever you listen to podcasts, that's where it's going to be. Let's get started. I'm going to keep this short and sweet and to the point. I am what you call an entrepreneur. One of the things I do is transport logistics, so independent transport and logistics business owner. Anyways, I treat it as a business. That's what I do right now. That's Ubereats, that's Shift, that's Point Pickup sometimes, Grubhub, even including DoorDash, but very rarely. And I haven't really driven for them in a minute. Everybody's posting about Labor Day, so let me tell you how my Labor Day went. It wasn't bad, actually. It wasn't bad. So what I did is I broke my Labor Day into two different shifts. I did the late breakfast, early lunch shift, and then after that, I did the dinner rush. I always do the dinner rush, and I start about 6 o'clock. So breakfast from 11 to 2, and then dinner from I think 6:30 to 11 or midnight, something like that. Anyways, wasn't a bad day. It was relatively slow, not super slow, but relatively slow. It's a Monday, but it's also like Sunday part 2, and Sunday was actually kind of like Friday part 2, and there was just so much traffic on the road, so I called it a short night and chilled with my friends and had dinner, and that was cool. Labor Day was actually the day I wanted to work, so that's what I did. Got started. And what do you know? My first offer was to Walgreens. That particular Walgreens was closed. I'm not sure about the other locations, but it was closed, so I had to cancel the delivery. It's like, what the hell? And everybody was like, what the hell's going on? It's closed. There's a sign that says closed that doesn't mention anything about Labor Day, but it was closed. But whatever. That was the first offer. Canceled it. And with the rest of the shift went pretty well, considering I had to drive long distance up north and then back. But for the most part, the day was okay. I did well over my goal. Made up a little bit for Sunday, being that I cut it short. But otherwise, it was okay. I haven't really driven too many holidays since I started, so that's one thing. I've mostly been driving for Uber Eats, some Grubhub every now and then, and well, I kind of keep them. When it's a slow night or slow day, I keep Grubhub running in the background. One of the things I noticed is that Grubhub hasn't been performing quite well, at least in my area, and maybe it's a number of things, like my acceptance rate is low, something like that. Things like that. So I don't really know. Uber Eats has been really good to me. Every now and then I'll do point pickups, and every now and then I will do Shift orders, but Shift has been slacking as well lately, so that's something that I'm looking more into. Overall, it's been good. I've been doing this full time, so it's actually been good. The only thing, every now and then, I'll just let you know right up front, is that every now and then I'll have these snafus with grocery deliveries and Uber Eats. And if you've had this issue, please comment in the comment section. Let me know how you resolved it or whatever you did. I know I still have to talk to tech support about it. But anyway, so had 2 grocery delivery orders. Normally, it's not a problem. So here's a scenario number 1. There's about 4 or 5 different items I have to pick up, right? So easy peasy. Except I have to substitute. Because they had the bottled water that the customer asked for. They didn't have the particular ounce or size bottled water. So I was like, well, they don't have it. Sent a note, sent a message, and she replied back. It's okay. Get the bigger ones. Just get 3 instead of the 4, because it was like 20. I think she asked for 24 ounces. So 24 ounces of this bottled water. And so I was like, okay, I'll get 3 of like 36 ounces. It was relatively the same price. Everything else there was something else, but I think I had to substitute something else. Anyway, it's not normally a problem I ever had. This is new. This has never happened to me. And how I've handled it in the past was, instead of putting the actual substitute in there, and maybe they did something in the app recently, I didn't need to put the substitute in there. I just needed to not go over what the customer prepaid in the app. So anyways, long story short, I get to the counter and the card doesn't go through. Doesn't get authorized. I tried it several times. Nothing. Sometimes it takes a few seconds. I don't know what the heck, but this didn't come through. Didn't happen. So I was like, okay. Customer, I was like, yo, I don't know what's going on, but I'm having a glitch in the app. And then I get this message, something went wrong. Never seen it before, ever. So I call tech support. Of course, they're not there. It's 9 o'clock for me, around 9, 10 o'clock for me. So that's Honolulu, Hawaii time. Tech support is definitely closed. It's like Monday to Friday, okay. So anyways, I resolved this, and I'm not recommending you do this, but because it seemed like it was something the customer needed, it was like some medication, some water, like something you would need, if you're not feeling well, maybe on vacation. It seemed like they're on vacation. They're at a hotel. So I was all right. I went ahead and paid for it. I even tried to put in the reimbursement area in the app, and it wouldn't work. So I just ended up paying for it. I told the customer, like, hey, I don't know what's going on. It's not working. I'm going to have to cancel this. I didn't cancel it yet. I told her I would deliver the product she needed, deliver the item she needed. And then when I seen her, I was like, I'm going to cancel it, and you just reimburse me in Cash App. And she tipped me as well. Now, I don't recommend this because I don't recommend this. I guess you could say it's a case-by-case basis, okay? It was a nice customer. I really wanted to help her, and I was already like 45 minutes invested into this. I'm like, well, I gotta see this through. So I told her, pay me Cash App. She paid me Cash App, even tipped me. It's not as much as what Uber was giving me overall, but customer's happy, right? I'm all about customer service, at least I try to be. So it's one of the things that happened last week or the week before that. And it happened again, and this time I was like, I can't pay for this because it was like so much food, and I was already 30 minutes invested in. The offer was great. I actually put the substitution in this time, and I've had issues in the past before where the substitution just didn't work. It didn't matter how much it costed. Like I even put like $1, and it was still like, oh, it's over. Like, what the heck? I don't know if they just recently, I know there was some updates in the past couple of months, so maybe they fixed it. I don't know. Something to look into. If you had this issue, please let me know in the comment section below and how you resolved it. But for this second order, I had to let it go. It was unfortunate because I was in the store for over 30 minutes already, I think. Yeah, so 30 minutes. I was talking to the customer, like, okay, I had to substitute a lot of things because they didn't have a lot of stuff. And it wasn't even a lot of stuff. Everything fit in a bag, like a regular sized bag. Everything that I had fit in a regular sized bag, but there was a few items that weren't there, and I had to substitute for. Customer was like, okay. And then I get to the clerk, I get to the register and everything. Hopefully everything's good. It wasn't good. I had the same issue again. I don't know if this was a recent update that caused this, but normally, like, I didn't have to put the substitute in as long as everything didn't go over the prepaid amount, right? But I don't know. It didn't authorize, and then and I guess you can only do it so many times before the app is just like, I'm not gonna do it. I'll get that error, like something went wrong, and then it won't let me do anything. And I just like, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. I told the customer, like, yo, let them know what happened. Let them know something's up. I'll let them know on my side. I still have to do that, by the way. I still got to call tech support about that. And yeah, it was unfortunate. I had to cancel that delivery. I was like, yeah, you might want to cancel it. Somebody might, I don't know. Somebody may have better luck with it. I don't know. I don't know what she did, but that was the second order in the last week and a half that I had that same issue, and it didn't happen before this. So, like I said, I don't know if it's a app update or whatever, but if you had any issues with this, let me know. I don't normally DoorDash, but one thing I wanted to mention before I hang this up is that I was watching Moral Finance, and he said that he's seen some odd things regarding tips on DoorDash. Now, like I said, I don't really DoorDash, but have had a customer ask me before, have I gotten the tips? I drive Ubereats. I've never really had any issues with tips. I'm not really sure like what it would look like if I did. I have been checking my offers, and I can go like deep in the offers and see like exactly how much the customer paid for the orders, how much was tipped by the customer, and how much Uber Eats provided as far as the service charge, as for delivery fee and all that stuff for me, and how much they take. It's not much really, to be honest, but I thought it was interesting. But let me know in the comment section if you ever had any issues with tips or anything like that in Uber Eats, Grubhub, or any other platform for that matter. That's all I really wanted to go over in this episode. I want to keep this short and sweet, and I want to like drag it out. It's supposed to be like very short and sweet, to the point. The status report, the gig status report. Should I call it that? Anyway, check out my long version of this by going to my podcast called The H Word. H as in hustle. So check that out on any place that you listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple, Google, etc. And I got more coming. As an entrepreneur and as somebody that's in the gig economy that does a few different things, I wear a few different hats. And one of those hats happens to be in the reserves. So in less than a month, I will be doing that for a year. So while it's not considered gig work, I consider gig work because it's contractual and it's up to a year. It could be longer, I don't know, but for right now, it's solid. I'm doing it for various reasons, and I'm doing it because it's a pivotal thing for me right now, and it's also solid. But I've done a lot of things in the past, like worked, regular jobs, etc., like that. And one of the reasons why I went full time with delivery was because of the freedom, and I enjoy my freedom. So this is gonna be like one of those things that's gonna take away from that, because I won't be able to just go out and do something and I'll be on a set schedule, which I don't really care for, but it's gonna be for a year. And while I do that, I'll more than likely drive every now and then, just to kind of keep my account activated or whatever. So that's an update for now. And again, like I said, it's something that I'm doing for various reasons. It's not because I'm giving up on the gig economy or giving up driving, period. I actually enjoy driving. I enjoy the free time. I enjoy the freedom with the gig economy. But also on the other side of that, it's not always a super stable thing. So I'm looking at that as far as the future goes, and I've only been doing delivery for the last few months. So since between March and April, I've been doing it. It hasn't been bad. It's been great, actually. It's been great for the most part. But there are fluctuations, and that's with anything. But as the economy, as a roller coaster ride with the economy, I need something for a year to just pay off my bills, so I don't have to really worry about it. And this is a really good deal. And I like I said, I consider it as part of gig, gig work is contractual. I mean, it's for a year at the very least, and then I can do whatever after that or extend maybe. And hopefully one of the things I'm working on is paying off all my bills, and just having my car bill be the last thing to worry about after this. So that's and gig work is, man, it's about getting stuff done, and this is one of the ways that I can get stuff done. So it's not like I'm leaving my freedom behind, even though I'm leaving it behind for a little bit just to get this done. So I just want to let you guys know that. In the meantime, I will be continuing to release these podcasts as well as stash reports to keep you guys informed. If you're driving or thinking about driving or thinking about doing gig work, delivery, that sort of thing, being your own boss, you're not having to worry about waking up at a certain time and being somewhere where somebody else wants you to be all the time, then this is the right place for you. Like I said, I'm going to keep doing this either way. I'm still a photographer at heart. I'm still going to be doing this. I'm still going to be driving every now and then. So, and I'm still following other guys that are doing the same thing. So let me know in the comment section if you have any questions for me or even feedback for what I mentioned earlier about those two odd deliveries. I kind of just got jacked up. So I will catch you guys on the next stash report. Michaux out. Cheers, everybody. Be safe out there.